Hi again, guys, welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, I'm Walt Moore, also known as Dan Wilson. And any confusion about the name thing, the name Dan Wilson comes back from the old radio broadcasting days. As some of you guys know, I was a radio broadcaster back in the 80s and 90s and just used a different name on air, which a lot of us do. I'm going to show you a little Peavey guitar amp I got here about 3 or 4 years ago. I did a trade out with a local guy, also a very good musician. He's a either keyboard or guitar player, I kind of forgot. It's just not necessary to have these big, humongous, super powerful amplifiers on stage anymore. So you just need a small amp, something to plug into, preferably with a line output on it. You can put a microphone on the speaker, sure. That's another source of feedback and another potential problem. And if you got a line output on there, you can just plug that in directly into your PA console and you're good to go. So I grab the camera here and show you guys a little Peavey amp I got here. Just going to need a little cleaning and maintenance like the old Peavey mixer over here. And it's got some scratchy stuff going on and some of the effects not working real good on it. And it just needs good cleaning. So let me show you guys what I'm delving into for today. Well, here it is, guys. It's a little Peavey guitar amp I got about 3 or 4 years ago from a local guy I was telling you about. And just did a little swapping and trading for it. Been a pretty nice little amplifier. It's got about a little 10-inch speaker in there, I think. I know you can't see it from right here, but it's very compact. It's fairly lightweight. And for me, it's a much better option than, like I was saying, packing the old big gear around back in the old days was such a hassle. So nowadays, we just need a little small amplifier like this. This one's got a couple of line inputs on there and just, of course, volume control. It's got effects and different things on there like pretty much all of them do. It's a really neat little amplifier and it's super easy to move around. I'm going to spin it around here for you guys. Look on the back side of it here. I'm a big fan of Peavey gear, by the way. Peavey makes some really good equipment. I've used their stuff for a lot of years, out playing music for as long as I did, 30 plus years anyway. And I know a lot of them have the big Marshall amps and speaker stacks and different ones. For me, Peavey's been working out really good. For the price range, I always say it's not the most expensive stuff on the planet. And it works really good. I get a good sound and get real good results with it. So the way I look at it, I'm a big fan of George Strait and a lot of other ones. I've looked at a lot of George Strait videos online, like on YouTube. And if you notice George Strait on his stage setup, he's got Peavey guitar amps and Peavey sound gear everywhere. So if Peavey's good enough for George Strait, it is good enough for me. Anyway, guys, looking here on the back, we got a nice little headphone output right there. That right there is an XLR balanced line output. That's what I was talking about just a minute ago. That's a good option to have on there. You can plug an XLR cable into that and take that directly into the PA system. So a direct patch there. Over here is a remote switch jack, also nice to have. Now for this little cleaning operation, this little amp right here on this model, I'm pretty sure this whole unit here has to come out the back. I've actually had this one apart a while back, but it's been a while and I don't quite remember, so I'm just going to delve into it. And up here on the top, got some mounting screws there, mounting screws here toward the front of it. So I'm just going to see if I can slide that main control unit out of there. Give that a good cleaning, kind of like I did the old Peavey mixer amp right over here. Another look at that. That thing cleaned up very nicely. It's all working great now, just like it's new. So here in a minute, we'll delve into this little Peavey guitar amp, see what we can do with it. I'll give you guys a little demonstration here when I get done with it. Well, guys, I'm ready to dive into this little maintenance procedure on the little Peavey guitar amp. Just going to show you a look on the back side of it here. Of course, here's the speaker, and right up in here we got a connector that goes to the reverb chamber, which is down here in the bottom. And we got to get this unplugged here in order to get this little unit out of here. This should just slide right off of there. Got to wiggle a little bit or something. It's being a little stubborn. If you can see what I'm doing or not, I'm trying to pull this little connector off right down here. And there it came right off. Simple deal there. So that's just a little connector, goes to the, from the amplifier up here down to the reverb unit. So that has to come loose. And over here we've got a couple of connectors here for the speaker. You just slide these off. They should just pull right off. Got to just wiggle them just a little bit. One note here too, guys, kind of make sure we pay attention to polarity on this. Got a yellow wire here going over to the left side. I'll remember that. Okay, that came off easy enough. Get another one right over here. I'll be sure and clean these with cleaner too. Okay, that's got speaker connectors all loose right there. One little thing too, guys, we want to make sure these don't get down in there that we might damage the speaker cone or anything. So we're just going to kind of pull these around a little bit. Kind of get them over here where they're out of the way. Well guys, I got the main amplifier unit out of the case there just a couple minutes ago. Came out quite easily. See, it's got just 4 mounting points here on the top of it. Just took 4 screws out. Here's the housing here. I turn this back around here. You guys see the front of it. Yeah, see, this came up through that little slot right there. And just had to slide out the back of it. No big deal. Here's what it looks like on the back side. That's where it came out from right there. Just slid right out the back. On this model, that unit's got to come out the back side of it because of where the transformer is. Which I'll show you here in just a second. See on the bottom side of this, got a big old power transformer right there. That's why it's got to come out the back, because that transformer will not allow it to come out the front. See here across front, got these potentiometers for various controls, volume controls and stuff and other. But just looking at here, these are a little hard to get to. I was getting some cleaner again using the good old, let me spin this around for you guys, CRC electronic cleaner. Really good stuff. So I'm going to try to get in here and just give these a little bit of a squirt right about in there to clean them up a little bit. And like I mentioned before, once you get your cleaner on your potentiometers, like I was just doing there, you want to take your control knobs, take these, just rotate them back and forth several times. It helps spread that cleaner around the potentiometer contact points. Hopefully get rid of all that noisy crap we had going on in there. And I'll probably get another dose of cleaner going on here before it's all said and done. You can already tell these are starting to loosen up quite a bit more, so that cleaner not only cleans but helps lubricate all this stuff, so they're moving quite nicely. Got some stuff for some jacks on the front here too. I'll go and shoot some cleaner on some of these. These things here, just take this and spray it in. Spray it in there and there. I'm all red. I've got a couple of them on the back side here. I've got this thing out in the open here. Of course, those jacks on the front and the back can be cleaned without pulling this whole unit out of here, out of the casing. So like right there, we'll just some cleaner on that, cleaner on that, cleaner on that. The idea there, guys, is once we pull a unit apart like this, we'll just clean everything. So I'll give those potentiometers another quick squirt of cleaner, and we'll start putting this thing back together again here in just a few minutes. Right over in here is a PC board mounted fuse, and sometimes that fuse will blow for no particular reason other than a hard power surge or something. So if you have an amp that just goes out on you all of a sudden, don't throw it away. Have someone who knows what they're doing, or yourself if you know what you're doing. Pull that thing out and just make sure that that fuse right there isn't blown. That's a very likely cause. And sometimes those fuses just get old, they start getting weak after a while, and those blow for no particular reason at all. But a lot of times that's the main reason why your amp may not want to turn on. Well guys, I got the main amplifier unit back in the housing here. Here we go. By the way, that's a little Peavey Studio Pro 112 guitar amp. Real nice one. So anyway, that slid back in quite easily. No issues whatsoever. If you guys remember, we had a couple of wires to take loose. These have to be reconnected back on here. Pretty simple. You can see it plugged down there. It's for the reverb chamber. It just snaps right on in there. Just push that back on. One thing to note here, guys, on this little connector right here, just going to the reverb chamber. So if this has a problem or just isn't connected quite entirely, that's not going to prevent the entire amplifier from working. It just means we won't have any reverb effect on it. So as far as I can tell, that's back on there tight. If you remember too, we took these wires loose off the speaker connections over here, and we had our yellow wire going to the left side over here. This slides right back on there. Shot some cleaner on that stuff too. This the other one goes on the other side over here. It's like that. Those just clip on there. So we got our reverb connector back on right up in here. Snap right back on. That looks good. Speaker wires back on. And here in just a little bit, we're ready to plug a guitar or microphone or something in here and try this little bugger out. See if it still works. I hope so. Hope you guys enjoy this type of video content. I may have mentioned before, and some of you guys may already know, I have a certification, more or less a degree in electronics, and that covers AC, DC, semiconductor, integrated circuit, chips, and so on and so forth. And I've been at these electronic repairs for a lot of years. So hope this might help you guys out if you attempt something like this on your own. Anyway guys, thanks for checking out the video. If you like stuff like this, be sure and smash that like button for me. And if you're new to my channel and haven't done this yet, I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube for more how to do this and how to do that kind of stuff on my channel. Besides electronic repairs, I also do small engine repairs and several music videos, and it's just whatever comes up. My channel is just what I call a variety channel, and I hope you guys like stuff like that. So again, I'm Walt Moore, also known as Dan Wilson. You guys take care and God bless, and I'll check back with you on the next video.